All praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai in this place lesson.
I feel like all I do is work and work and work. I work every day. Every day, you guys. Every day. Double shift. I go to one job in the morning and the other job at night while my kids miss me. While my 12-year-old gotta watch my 2-year-old, right? I'm tired. I'm so tired. I'm tired of being alone. I'm tired of motherfuckers making me do shit by myself, okay? I'm with a nigga that don't do nothing for me. I'm tired. I just want to go home. I feel like I want to die. I want to go home. I want to check myself in the mental hospital.
Alright, now let's read the caption. It says, tragic moment, mom goes live before unaliving herself. Crying, all I do is work, double shifts every day with no help for my 2 kids. It says right here, a lot of humbling is coming. Our are meant to be sister wives, right? And the thing is, for one, women aren't meant to pick their husband. The dad is actually meant to pick the husband for his daughter, right? The dad is actually meant to marry off his daughter to a man of his choosing, right? And Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. So when you have these women choosing their man, a lot of times it ends up like this, where she ends up in a bad situation, everyone else ends up paying for it, right? But in this case, she's doing her best to support her kids, and all she can do is provide but not be there, right? And the child support, if she is getting just child support, may not be enough. Of course, we don't know the whole story, right? We don't know what she was looking for in a man when she had these kids, right? But she, according to this caption, she did unalive herself and leave 2 kids behind, right? And the thing is, in Babylon, the people are mourning, right? People are getting fed up with having to work so much to get so little back, right? And this case, with her, could actually be helped if she became, well, for one, her man and her, right? They would have to figure something out, I don't know. But this case could be prevented if perhaps the man chose the man for his daughter instead of her choosing a man, right? And this is something that happens very often in the so-called black community, is Eve runs around everywhere and has kids with these, thugs, Pookies and Ray Rays, and then they end up like this. But like I said, this is part of the humbling to our women and to these women in general. Right? And a lot of these women are going to be, basically, a lot of these women are going to just have to be sister wives. Right? It says in Exodus chapter 21 verse 10, if he take him another wife, her food, her raiment, and her duty of marriage shall he not diminish. Right? So, if she were a sister wife, right, and the man was, doing his thing as he's supposed to, he will make sure both of his wives are good, right, along with his children, right? But of course, in Babylon, Esau has made it so expensive, it's hard to even afford one woman sometimes. Now let's get this out. Genesis chapter 2 verse 18, the Lord God said, it is not good for the man to be alone. I'll make a helper suitable for him, right? And this is the thing too, is that man is not meant to be alone, right? We're not meant to be, all alone and, doing it on ourselves, right? For one, man cannot even direct his own steps. So we need the Lord to direct our steps. Yahweh to direct our steps, right? And we need to where these women, right, are not meant to be alone either, in the sense of these women are walking around without a head, right? Because back then, the head of a woman would be her dad until she handed off her daughter to a man, and that man, her husband, would become her head. But these women nowadays are headless, and we have seen what has happened with these women that are running around without a head. They're actually destroying society in a way as well, right? Nothing good has come from feminism, right? Where these women say they don't need a man, and guess what? We have seen a destruction of that when they don't have a man, when they don't have a head, right? It says in Revelation chapter 6, verse 6, and I heard a voice in the midst of the four living beings saying, say, a measure of wheat for a penny, and 3 measures of barley for a penny, and see thou not hurt the oil and the wine. So, as you can see, she has to work all day just to afford food for her children and just to afford the bills. But this is actually going to get even worse as time goes on, right? Especially if this Middle East crisis keeps on going on, which it will. We may start seeing rationing once again, right? And once rationing comes around, then you can say forget it, right? These people will not be able to afford, and they're going to eventually crash out, right? Because people are already working 2, 3 jobs. What happens when they can't even afford anything after working 2, 3 jobs? The only thing to do is to riot, and that's what Esau wants. So, hope this lesson was edifying to the hopeful elect and the elect 144,000. All praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh, Shine Shalom.